Hello guys, my name is George Wilkinson and I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. This is the Global Scholar YouTube channel. I'm excited as always to be bringing you videos on this channel. It's been a while. I took a little break, but I'm back. I took a break to finish with my dissertation, but I'm done. I've submitted and hey, I'm free now. I have some time. I have amazing time on my hands, and so I'm going to be bringing you guys lots and lots of useful content. Now before we jump straight into today's video, if you can see behind me, it's a rainy Thursday evening here in Aberdeen. It's raining. Yes, but that's, the usual weather pattern here in Aberdeen, so no need to get worried. In today's video, if you are going to be studying, or if you are studying, or you are part of the 2021-2022 academic year track, I'm going to be sharing about why this particular academic year is going to be one of your best student experiences ever. Let's jump straight into today's video. Now, if you've been living under a rock, the whole of last year, the whole world was turned upside down. In fact, for about 2 years now, the whole world has been, trying to deal with this whole COVID situation. Last year was particularly difficult for the educational sector and for university education, in the sense that most students who traveled abroad to study had to study primarily online. Like myself, I arrived here in Aberdeen, and for the entire period of my studies, everything was conducted online. I was never in a classroom. I never stepped foot in a classroom. I have not seen any of my colleagues. Well, I plan on seeing them, but I haven't seen them yet. I haven't had any face-to-face contact with my course mates as at this time. I have met them digitally, but I haven't met them face-to-face. And so it was a particularly difficult period, having to adjust to new ways of studies and this new way of life, having to be indoors most of the time. Lots of shops, lots of social places, recreational areas were shut down. No businesses were recruiting because they had to close down. And so basically it was a very, very difficult year. However, the tides are turning. With the introduction of the vaccine and other measures, it looks like life is gradually coming back to normal. And for the university sector or the university education, the 2021-2022 academic year has been set to return to face-to-face learning. In fact, as far as I know, and from my university, the Robert Gordon University, I know that most students have started having in-person studies. They've started having face-to-face studies. And so the campus experience is back. Now, here's why I think that this is going to be one of the best experiences. Like I'm saying, the world is coming out from a very difficult period. A lot of people have been stressed. For some individuals, they even postponed their studies and decided to start their studies this year because they didn't want to come and live under those conditions. And so generally, life is coming back to normal. The intake this year has really gone up. There are lots of students around. One of the most important points in all this that has a lot of individuals very excited is the fact that there is a return to face-to-face studies and in-person learning, and so students can go to campus and meet their course mates and sit in the same lecture room and have their lecturers lecture to them face to face. And so it's pretty exciting, and it's brought back the campus life that we all know it to be. I had my whole experience online, and I think that anyone out there or everyone out there will bear with me that as much as the online experience was a solution to a problem at that point, the face-to-face interaction and the face-to-face studies is the best, especially for students who have moved out of their country to a new country and want to interact with new people and to want to network and connect with other individuals from across the world. Now, the second reason or the second point why I'm saying that this year's experience will probably be one of the best is also the fact that social places, recreational places are all opened. This is a great cause for excitement because once you don't have studies and you want to relax, you want to, kick off some stress, you are assured that the recreational places, the restaurants, the theme parks, the picnic areas and the parks and all those nice places that you would want to go and relax are opened. You can be able to go out with your friends and generally have a good time. And so, like I'm saying, life is coming back to normal. It was a bit gloomy over the past year when we had to stay indoors. There wasn't much activity to do outside because there was no reason to go outside when most places were shut down. That wasn't an exciting period. Trust me, I genuinely believe that, with life coming back to normal, with most social places opening up, I mean, it's going to be a very exciting year. I've already started experiencing that. I've been out several times after, the submission of my dissertation, and you can generally see that life indeed has come back, and there is a buzz in town. There's a lot of excitement in town, and for continuing students and for some new students who are already available or in town, you can see that everyone is quite happy for the fact that they can be able to go out and meet with their friends and have a drink and connect with each other. It's so exciting. And so that's another reason why I think that this 2021-2022 year will be one of your best experiences, especially if you've just come in. The third point is that there are no restrictions to meeting people. Formerly, there was a restrictions to how many people could meet in a household, but now that has been taken away, and so you will be able to have group studies with your friends, with your course mates, without any restrictions, obviously observing all COVID protocols, but generally all these sort of restrictions have been removed. And so the opportunity to meet with people, to share ideas, to connect with friends, and even just to hang out in each other's apartments, that option is available now. And I feel that is exciting news and will really help with your whole student experience. Now, another point that I want to bring up, which will also make you pretty excited, is the fact that job availability is also going up. From last year, many businesses were shut down, and so they were not hiring. But with life coming back to normal, with businesses resuming and operating, there is a lot of vacancies, and I've seen lots of companies and businesses hiring and recruiting. And so the opportunity of securing a part-time job, if you are interested in one, exists. You should be able to secure a job fairly easy now than it would have been last year by this time. And finally, going forward, graduations will be held in person. There will be in-person graduations. Earlier this year, I had the opportunity of joining a friend for a virtual graduation. It wasn't so exciting, and I believe that a lot of students now would, really want an in-person graduation where they can see their course mates, see their friends, and even have family members join them for their graduation ceremonies. And so yes, things have changed, and thankfully for the better. And so it looks like it's going to be a pretty exciting 2021-2022 academic year. I'm pretty excited because I get to have an in-person or physical graduation ceremony later this year, and so I'm very stoked. I'm very excited about that, and I'm really looking forward to it. Now, before I leave you, I want to give you a little heads up in all the excitement about life coming back to normal. Probably the only downside to all this is accommodation prices have slightly gone up. The reason being that, like I'm saying, life is coming back to normal, and lots of individuals or students are arriving and coming back into town, and so accommodation prices have gone up slightly, especially for those who are interested in private accommodations. But generally nothing to be alarmed about. If you need more information about securing accommodation, finding cheaper alternatives, I have made separate videos about this. I'll link it in the description box below. You can go ahead and check it out for yourself. That is it for me. If you are already in the UK or you are planning to come to the UK very soon for this academic year, let me know in the comment section and which university you will be attending. Connect with me down below. Pop your questions, pop your suggestions, and I will answer to each and every one of them. Until I come your way again with another video, my name is George. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel and give this video a big thumbs up. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Bye-bye.